This is probably going to be my last video on the sulfur cube, unless there's some like massive change or something, or there needs to be a new way of it flying, whatever. Because I have milked this to death at this point, 3 videos. But there is a new infinite flying glitch with the updated sulfur cube. So the old flying glitch got patched, and I covered it in my last video. So in Phoenix SE's most recent video, he showed how to fly in Java Edition with using a wool block and slow falling.
Build our flying machine, leash that to that, jump in, apply our slow falling, and we're gonna slowly hit this off the platform and watch what happens to the sulfur cube as it drops down into the water. It's gonna take a very long time. Notice how you're basically parachuting all the way down because of the drag here and the slow falling. And so discovering this is a very janky process, I'm aware. Because of the slow falling technique of the sulfur cube that has white wool in it, you can actually levitate yourself across a large distance.
And you could infinitely fly. It wasn't super fast though, not nearly as fast as the old Bedrock method. However, I've discovered a way to infinitely fly pretty quickly in Java and Bedrock. So this time, this is infinite, not like my last video where it was fast, but not infinite. So if we splash this with slow falling, do the regular setup from my last video, you can launch it off the ground with a fishing rod like this. Here we go. And we start flying. And because this is a wool block too, you don't even really need to aim for the edges of the cube to keep it straight because it doesn't take much knockback from normal hits. Now you're hitting it up. As you can see, my Y level, you can make it go even faster with netherite sword because it does more damage, I guess, like that. Now, if I grab a knockback 2 netherite spear and hit it and time it just right, like this, it's basically the old flying method has returned, but you just have to use a wool block now. It can't be, I don't think it can be any other blocks. Maybe if they have more, like, drag or whatever, they make it like float like this. And look at my coordinates too. This is very quick. But also, you don't even have to use a netherite spear. I think the lowest you can use is a diamond spear with knockback 1, which for some reason I don't have. But anyway, here's a diamond 2 knockback spear. Now with diamond spears it is harder because for some reason their charge attack like activates slower than netherite, but you can do it. Let me try and get it here. There we go. Okay, I got it. So you have to aim kind of far away to get the charge attack to work. That took like a solid 2 minutes of trying for me to get that to work. But with a bunch of practice, you can definitely get this consistently. You just got to aim in the right spots. There we go. I just got it way quicker that time. This does work with knockback 1 as well. Okay, so I was wrong. No. You can't use knockback 1. Only knockback 2 works with this one. Also, if you can't get the spear to work with the diamond one or whatever, it's like too difficult because it's actually pretty hard to make it work. You can use a knockback sword as well since it stays close to you. Look, it's just a little bit slower than if you get the timing perfect with the like the charge attack of the spear. But as you can see, you can also do it with a knockback sword. So you can have knockback like as low as 1 with a wood sword, and as you can see, this still works. You can have a knockback 2 wood sword as well. So the sword type does not matter, but the knockback type does change it. You can also use as low as a diamond spear. You can't go any lower than a diamond spear for this method to work with the charge attack. You can only use knockback 2 for any spear, and you can only use as low as a diamond spear. Let's go to the Java method, because this one's a little bit interesting. So now we're on Java Edition, and you're gonna need a platform above ground to start off. You cannot use the fishing rod method like you can on Bedrock Edition. Anyway, we're gonna go to survival, and we're gonna start off with a knockback 2 netherite spear as we hit it, and we're gonna use this to go up a little bit. This was the method that Phoenix SC used, like this, and it goes up, and it's about as fast as a happy gas, I would say, but this is infinite flying right here too. But if you introduce knockback with it too, even just knockback 1, you can see you go a lot further. But if you can time it right and charge attack, just like in Bedrock Edition, you can actually start flying a lot faster. Let me turn on coordinates just to show you how fast I'm going, and it works like basically the exact same as Bedrock Edition. There is a certain spot you have to aim into. You have to aim in front of where the cube is. I don't know why it's like really different from Bedrock to Java, but I don't know. I guess there's just kind of more entity delay or something. But anyway, this is only knockback 1. Let's try knockback 2 here. This goes a lot further in a single hit. If you just want to travel with normal hits, this would probably be the way to go with knockback 2. Let's see if I can time this right with a charge attack. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so I think knockback 2 is definitely more chaotic and harder to do, but you could probably go really flying if you can time this perfectly. But knockback 1 is definitely easier. Like this. This is probably the preferable method. But you can also do this with a diamond spear. Let's go to knockback 1, diamond spear as well. As you can see, it works too. Now this one I think is also like a little more janky. It doesn't go as like long. Oh, actually, well, it goes decently far, but I think the netherite one works slightly better. Yeah, it doesn't look like it works the same with an iron spear. Yeah, with netherite, I can get it first try like that. So it might be just difficult, but I can't seem to get it with an iron spear. And unfortunately, you also can't do the regular sword method in Java either, because you stay a lot further down from the cube when you're floating under it. So the sword method doesn't really work, but spears do, and you can just hit it normally with a spear. It's just a bit slower. So I'm pretty sure it can go as low as a diamond spear with knockback 1, and as high as potentially a netherite spear with knockback 2. But I'm not sure if you can get the knockback 2 consistently. You can try yourself if you would like. Since this is probably going to be my last video about the sulfur cubes, I do want to give a couple shout outs. Firstly, to Mr. Mustache, who left a comment under Phoenix SC's original video, showing my video, and I'm pretty sure that's how he saw it in the first place. So thanks for that, Mr. Mustache. And also thanks to Phoenix SC for putting me in his video and leaving the comments in mine. That was actually really sick. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye.